Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Mind Your Character with Olusola-Obasa, the show that will never ever leave you the same way. It's Friday, TGIF. Okay, so we all know why we shout and get excited about TGIF. Everybody has a different reasons. Different reasons, of course. Some people because they want to go to club. Friday, time to go out, get down. For some other people, it's oh yes, I can go to be with family on Saturday. I don't have to go to work. That's if your job doesn't take you to work on Saturday. You know, different strokes, different folks. And for some other people, Friday is just I can have time to do all the laundry I have not been able to do since 2 weeks. Maybe last weekend you were out somewhere. Like me, I wasn't home last Saturday. So many reasons. Anyways, whatever your reasons, our Friday is here and Saturday will be tomorrow. But right now, it's time to relax and be part of Mind Your Character with Bosede Olusola-Obasa. This show promises you value back to back to back to back to back. Yes. So welcome. You probably are having lunch now, or if lunch is not a template of 12 for you in your own office, you happen to have been around while the show is live, we welcome you. And if you are having to catch this much later, we also say thank you for stopping by at our domot, the way they say it in Pidgin. And it's a very, very special show because it's first show after Mind Your Character clocked 9 months on YouTube. Yes. And the week after we stepped into our 7th year as an organization, referring to RCV. How many of you loved our outlook last week? Ogbaski. They call it Baski. Everybody had gele. And Tolu was particularly angry. I mean, because when I saw it out, I was like,
Kileju, like, what did we throw?
Oh, this guy is handsome. Give it up.
Hey,
Abasa.
Temper just feels amazing.
He was like, I felt like, let me just look for ACC immediately. Just go to, what are we waiting for? This is good enough for engagement. So what do you think? I was like, I'll just get the lady, and a lot of people were wearing something purple that day. But let's just face our front and be going to where we are going.
One direction.
So that we're not going to enter with no plan. That's what he said, they don't carry and go again. No. Oh my God, that song. I sat here and they were singing this. I'm like, what's the problem? He said they started carrying him to where does there you go back. Anyway, so much for some of these songs that their lines. I used to tell myself that I'm not able to pick those lines easily. But some of them I get to understand it. Like that one, they carry me go where I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, go back now.
No, I mean, he's inside the car.
You should jump. You should jump. I mean, rather than land where you don't want to land. Anyway, that's for on a lighter note. I want to welcome you. You should look for reasons to laugh. See.
Yes, so
another song is a problem. Today is like I'm in a sunny song game. Don't mind me, I'm just baboozing you. It's not like I know I'm very good at those lyrics, but anyway. Some of them do make sense, some of them don't make no sense. But people dance to the beats anyway. And so welcome. Right now we will be introducing. I feel like it's been donkey years since I did this.
Yes.
I seem to be like, what's next? Okay, so next is to introduce. I mentioned his name. I mentioned his name already. You have Tolu here with me. Welcome, Tolu.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be in the studio once again. Good afternoon to you.
Yes, you decided to do all black. I've been wanting to talk about it. Let me just talk now.
Okay.
Should have added black shoe.
That was the plan.
When I changed.
Yeah, the shoe had other plans.
I get it. You don't have to say too much. Alright. It's artificial intelligence now. The shoe had other plan. It has a mind of its own. Alright.
And I'm the only one with a headgear, if we can call it that. But last week, so.
Face cap.
Yeah.
Strictly face cap. Yeah, you should have told us we'd have our own.
I joined you.
That's last we have. It's not like we don't have.
Yes.
We even have branded one. This is not branded.
This is my brand.
Yeah. Alright, and then next you have Dorcas Adejoro.
Yo, what's up?
Crown chop.
Actually, when
Crown chop what?
people ask me what that name means, I know it though. I know it. Now I'm starting to act like Chidera. Wow. Alright, it's good to be here again. I'm excited as always. Thank you
Great
for
to have
having me,
you. Great to
Superstar.
have you. Okay, if you are watching on Facebook, we're also on YouTube. And if you're right now on YouTube, you possibly would also catch us up on Facebook. It's the same name, Mind Your Character. And a few of us are also streaming from our personal accounts, so please avail yourself of just about any of those platforms to be part of this. One thing you're sure of on Mind Your Character, we've done this. I'm never tired shouting that we've done this 5 years on radio, now 9 months on YouTube.
Yes.
We should loud it.
Yes.
Like the anniversary we had, I told people that if you know that you don't like the noise on my Facebook account, just God bless you, just pass and be going. I mean, to be 7 in this Nigeria as a corporate entity, it calls for noise making.
Yeah.
And I'm still making the noise. I'm not even stopped. I'm not even stopped. But good thing is this noise is making sense.
Yes.
Yeah, making plenty of sense. So welcome once again. We have a very interesting show. One of the things we do at RCV is training. In fact, it's our core. We do trainings, we do consulting, and then we do advocacy. Today we want to look at one of the values that we bring to individuals, corporate organizations, and the society with the training interventions that we serve. And we're asking the question, who benefits more from a training? Is it the employer or the employee? Or is it even the trainer?
Yes,
I mean,
it's that
the
side.
trainer that is everything. We have 1 or 2 responses that came in earlier. We're going to share our own views. But before we do that, we would like to very well drink from the reservoirs of some timber caliber Irokos and Mahoganis. And we want to hear what they are saying about this matter. So the voice that you hear next is the voice of Henry Ford, projected by Dorcas Adejoro. Thank you.
Alright, so the first quote we're taking this afternoon is by Henry Ford, like Mr. Obasa said. And it says, the only thing worse than training your employees and having them leave is not training and having them stay. The only thing was that the last thing that is very bad that can happen is not training.
That's bad as it is.
Bad is works. It's not training and having them stay.
Let's try to get to understand what he's saying. What do you think the myth of what he's saying is?
I think for employers that always have this notion, I think I've heard it quite a number of times when people say that, what if I train them and they end up leaving? It's not, there's nothing that I benefit from that, because they feel like,
but is it a valid fear? Do you judge them for thinking that way?
I don't. Because if I'm also an employer, I would feel like, okay, so I'm just investing in you and the next minute you're out. So I will not blame whoever thinks like that, but you should also think about it on a split side.
Yes,
that
because he said
what
the
if-
only thing that is
Yes.
worse than training them and having them leave
is not
not
training them and having
then
them
they
stay. This person that you are saying, what if the person goes next month? What if the person remains in your organization for 2 years? And you are still debating, should I not? Could it be, could it not be?
Henry Ford is an American industrialist. He has done great for himself, and I think he has something to do with automobile industry.
That's how
I
you
know, I know.
Yes.
I know. Anyway, by the way, if you are watching, there are a few things I know about Olu, and if I find girl there, you want to know something about this fine guy.
In black.
In black.
Yes.
Tolu loves Tolu loves vehicles. Let me not just say.
Yes.
Let me just say vehicles. So he loves vehicles. He loves machines, and he loves gadgets. Right? And then he loves sports. No, football precisely. And he's Madrid fan.
I
That's
love
why I'm
Madrid.
pleased.
Yeah.
I stepped you up today, man. You know,
Don't be shy. I'm shy.
Nah.
Okay.
Why shall I?
So Henry Ford sure knows what he's saying. When people who have been where you're trying to be are talking, it is wisdom for you to listen.
Yeah, so.
Otherwise, you are just going to live in your own mediocre world, getting mean results. For people like him, he's saying, from my and I'm sure, quotes are, why I respect quotes is, there's where they come out from in the minds and hearts of those that own them.
Yeah.
The same way people author books. Do you know that owners of quotes are called authors? They are also literary properties
Yes.
that belong to individuals. That's why I always say that whenever you use a quote, the worst case scenario, if you do not know the owner, at least say that a wise man said.
Yes.
Don't come doing public speaking and taking someone's quote and using it as if it's your own.
Yeah.
It is theft, literary theft.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yes.
But that's not the matter for today. Let's not go there. So for Henry Ford to say that from my experience as a business magnate, do you know what magnate is? From magnet. Okay, so he's an American industrialist, he's a business magnate, and founder of Ford Motor Company, and chief developer of the assembly line technique of mass production. This man is saying to you, employer out there, that the thing that is worse than training an employee and having him leave is deciding that, and I will not train you. And then in our state, that means that you have not even equipped him or her with what they need to do their job. So your company is going to suffer. Don't forget, the question is still who benefits more. But we're trying to learn from these guys. So do you want to give us the next quote?
Now, before the next quote, I want to talk about Ford as well. So he developed the Ford company, which are into cars. Like if you see a Ford car. So his quote about if you don't train your employees and leave. Okay, for instance, he was born in 1863. So he was born in when cars were just like developing. So his quote came, I believe his quote came about where they were just like maybe 2 or 3 automobile companies. So there was like the competition wasn't stiff. So he was not like, okay, maybe he looked at an employee and was like, what if this person goes to Toyota tomorrow now? And that would be the end. But he was the only automobile inventor in America at that time. So he had the autonomy to say, train, hey, last, if you want to travel, you first travel to China to learn what you want to learn before you come back to give. So I understand what he was saying now, because as at then, a number of people were like wanting to learn the skill of how to develop an automobile. So, and if you now chose to say, okay,
What's with you call it automobile? Baba Seka, free us
very cool.
Free us the idea of automobile. Kilo they go.
Okay, So
Shout out to scales with the
no,
language.
no. Okay, so when it comes to cars, he could have chosen to say, I'm going to be the only one who understands it, who understands how the engine works.
You would have suffered.
I would have suffered plenty.
And the business would have been limited.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So don't hoard the knowledge you have. So to the second quote, it says, training helps teach the vision and mission, but employees must put the training into action to have meaning. Training helps teach the vision and mission, but employees must put the training into action to have meaning. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Not just getting trained for the sake of it.
Yeah. For
That's
instance,
shape hiking.
let's say yes by shape hiking. So Wasa just said you should not say the
Yes.
quote is by me.
Quotable.
The quote is by shape hiking. For instance, let's say you go to university, you study medicine, you go to medical school, you now come out and you have all the knowledge in you. You now sit down at home and you tell everybody, "I'm not fine. You're not a doctor." Yes. But you are not putting it into practice. Let's say you don't put it into practice for 10 years, and after 10 years, you now want to go into
Wow.
and maybe
That knowledge has become stale.
yeah, and maybe there are some drugs that they used to give 10 years ago, and you now come out and you say, yes, this is the drug I want to give, and we all know what will happen.
God forbid.
I remember when I think one of the first few times I went to the hospital, and it was chloroquine that was running then. You go, they give you chloroquine, and immediately they wanted to administer chloroquine. I remember my mom just said, no, it doesn't do chloroquine. And thank God I didn't get it. Because the amount of people that were itching from that drug. No, thank you.
Alright. That was the second quote. We'll take the third quote, then we'll attempt to answer that question, both from those quotes as well as from our own personal point of view. Then there is one comment that came in. I remember Tulu calling our attention to it by Mrs. Omolade. Yes, she simply said staff. So it's the staff, for her, it's the staff that benefits more from the training. How true is that? That's why this show is here. We'll settle the matter. So I'll take the next quote. There are two ways a manager can impact an employee's output. 1, motivation. 2, training. If you are not training, then you are neglecting half of the job. That's Andy Grove. If you are not training, then you are neglecting half of the job. So this one is basically showing the essential need, the need for training, which was the same thing that Henry Ford tried to help us see. Alright, so what's training? In your definition, you said training helps
I want
to
to talk
teach division.
about what you did, the quote you just read.
Yeah.
Not to digress, but it also serves as a learning point. The former MD of First Bank, Mrs. Chairman, yeah, former chairman, Ibuka Awosika. She once said at a communication event, like, Nigeria's population is, give or take, 51% male, 49% female. That if you choose not to see the female folks as handling professional offices, like maybe becoming the vice president of Nigeria, that you are running on one engine. So that is exactly what the quote.
The best you can have is 50%.
Yeah. So if you are not training and you are just motivating, you are running on 50%.
Even though motivation is important, motivation comes to money, psych, freebie, all of those things. They are good, but training gives you roots and depth. What's training?
Okay, so training is teaching or developing in oneself or others any skills and knowledge or fitness that relates to specific useful competencies, and that's from Wikipedia. I like the teaching or developing in oneself or others any skills and knowledge. Powerful,
Okay.
powerful words inside that.
Okay. What are let's see the few things that how does training make anyone better? There are some misconceptions around training.
Yeah.
So that's how we are going to get to know who benefits more. So Dorcas, for you, who do you think benefits more? Would you go with uh viewer or follower that says staff, or would you say employee, or would you even say trainer? That one sounds really funny too, but you may never know.
Some people say the trainer is collecting money.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so
Also
that's
a
the benefit.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's actually a tough. I'm thinking about it since we decided to go with this topic. It's a tough choice to make because critically looking at it, staff members of any organization, one, you yourself, you get exposed to knowledge from across different areas, across different sectors. You get to meet new people, you get to build high networks, and it also helps your own self-esteem and confidence. When you go out, you are able to interact with things that are beyond your level, beyond your years of experience on your job. I mean, you get exposed to new possibilities. That in a nutshell is what I would say every staff member adds to his or herself when you go for a training. And on the company organization end, one, it helps you gather a range or a number of more experienced and even more certified team members, because by the time your staff is very certified on their job, they know what to do, and then you also get more professionals to handle whatever it is you want them to, and also there's the turnover part of that. Let's not forget. So for me, I don't even know who benefits more, because I think it is
we need to give it to somebody today.
Okay, to somebody today, I would say
It's
it's
a
the
must.
staff. I would say it's the staff member.
Hmm.
Staff members benefit more from training than the organization. With these few points of mine,
I hope I'm able
I
to
hope.
confuse you. I'm able to convince you.
I'm here to convince you. Please follow me.
Okay, so who do you think benefits more? Personally,
Can I stone fence?
No.
there's no fence that I see here. These are props. No fence.
No
You
physical
have to
fence.
step outside of the studio to see a fence. And that will be after the show.
And the camera cannot follow you there.
Just say the way it is, the way you.
Okay. I'll say the staff, because one, working with an organization, that means the organization is paying for the training if they are bringing a trainer, so you don't have to pay for that training. Unlike if you have to get a professional certificate outside the company. So that's already, I say 1-0.
Yes,
One benefit.
Then, so you're also gaining knowledge, which you can say you can get it while sitting behind the system, researching and doing all of that
Online.
But when there's this thing that being in a classroom setting does to you. If you've ever been in a classroom where you've had different people, different races, different ethnicity, you find out that when this person asks a question, you get to understand more. So like if you are the only one, that means it's only what you are thinking that you are getting from. So go, I'll say the staff.
Okay. Before I say my own view, let's see some misconceptions. The first misconception that we thought of about training is that people think that only new hires and underperforming employees need training. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. Everybody needs training. If you want to know how important it is, ask John C. Maxwell, who has that phenomenal quote that says, "You should always learn, unlearn and relearn. That when you stop learning, you start dying. If you don't want to die, you want to be alive. So you have to keep learning. So it's not just for redundant, underperforming, or new hires. Training is actually for everyone who wants growth. Training is a growth factor, is a growth element in all areas of life. Because it's basically learning. Next thing is training is beneficial to employees only. Okay. So if that is a misconception, we are beginning to balance things up gradually. It is not true that training only benefits the employees. It also benefits the employers.
I was sitting on the fence. I was right.
That's why I gave you the push. I'll go ahead and say the ways on your mind. So it also benefits the employers. Like Dorcas said, it helps you assemble more experienced team members, which affects business and affects profit making. Even though it also does something positive to those team members themselves, even after they have left you. Training never leaves anyone who gets trained, particularly if you had presence of mind while you were getting trained. The next one is that they can live for greener pastures anytime. So why waste my resources training them? I believe that Henry Ford already sorted that particular issue for us. Thank you, Henry Ford. Then training is too expensive to continue. See, I've learned not to judge people and some views. The truth is that training can be expensive. And for here at RCV, we're still very cheap. You will not compare us to many of the big wigs in this industry. No. But you see, a standard one-day training at RCV now goes for 250,000 naira. No matter how bad the naira has become, if someone dashes you 250,000, Tolu, will you say, what did they give me?
Nah.
I mean, that's a quarter of a million. It has a name, like I beg. It has a relationship with million in a quarter basis. So you are not going to say rubbish. So it means that yes, but that's even not to now talk of people who signed up with us on retainer and have to pay 500, pay 1.4, pay 3.3 for a year, depending on other things they want as companion or complement of that training. So yes, training is expensive. So we're not going to sit here and say rubbish. No, it's not rubbish, it's true. But you weigh the investment versus the returns. That's what we want employers to understand. You weigh it, and you have to be smart and know that you may not train them and then they stay longer and your business is suffering for it. And you may train them and they go. So it's either way. But one thing I know is most of the people you train well will stay with you if you also have the other part that that Andy spoke about. He said you must have motivation as well. So motivation is Korea. That's what they call it in Yoruba. I mean, there's no way. Yes, Korea. There is no way I can explain Korea in English. Please, when I get to this point, there's no way I can explain Korea in English that I can. Motivation is weak. Like, but that's the closest word I can use. Like that thing that's Tomoriya, the vibe, the hype, that thing that makes work cool and makes it enjoyable. So you must have that too.
You're touching me away from your
Yeah, I'm torturing her. She's happy that yes, I thought that way. Okay. Yoruba major. So you are distracting this
So it's needed once in a while.
So as I was saying, before Tolu brought the interruption, positive, okay. The truth is that training can be expensive, but you can always get a trainer that can serve you the size, amount, and budget of training that your company can afford. By all means, there's always someone who can serve you. So please reach out. And you can begin by doing intra-house training. the owner of the business can make it a point of duty to be the first trainer in that organization. Then at other times, you could also bring in outsourced trainers or consultants to handle some of those areas for you, particularly if they are not areas where you have expertise, so that you don't go and train what you don't need. And if you know your business needs it but you don't have it, please, RCV will be here.
I also learned a misconception recently.
Okay.
So a friend of mine was saying that, so when I was like telling him what we do, he was like, do you know training companies cause he didn't say cause a distraction, but like, he said like take away precious time from them. And I now got
they should be easy to work.
yes, to work, exactly. So I was not like, okay, how many times do you train your organization? I was like, roughly like 4 times in a year. I said, okay, how long have you been with the company? He said 2 years. I said, yeah, let's take away those 8 trainings that we've done now. It was like, actually, sincerely, is when they now get to, when they start the training, they now find out that they actually needed the training. But because in their head, when HR tells them that you have a training, come next week, Wednesday,
particularly
for like 6 hours.
Particularly if it's a weekend and they're supposed to be free or a public holiday. Yes.
So I was like, shame you see that it has made you better. It was like, yes. You now added the fact that, especially when they serve them food.
Yes, actually, people look forward to food.
Like,
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The motivation to continue.
So I was now asking, where is the misconception?
Yes, it's true. It's true. I know a school, there's a consulting company that we train for their clients. And you usually struggle to be able to get them to buy time for them to just stop and get trained. You should look for time. You should look for time because it's going to help you fly higher, help you move faster. You don't want to leave what's important to your speed behind because you just might have to come back and get it. So training is an investment. It helps you get to know more, and it makes the business itself better. Put it directly, there is no way to measure who benefits more. It depends on who is more intentional about the benefits of training. So the employer benefits hugely when their team members get trained. Same for team members, you benefit a whole lot. I'll say jokingly that since I left, when I was leaving Punch newspapers, they didn't say I should offload my brain. And I had learned a lot by being taken on several trainings, very, very quality trainings, and with certificates while I was there. They didn't say submit your certificates. My name was on it, even though the company paid. I didn't pay for any of those, but I was a beneficiary. And then they didn't say, come, let us offload all that you have learned since you are leaving us. No, nobody's going to take it from you. So somehow I'm tempted to think that on the long run, the benefit is more for the staff than it is for the company. But the company benefits from your training for the time that you are there. But for you, your training benefits are with you forever. You should never take anyone for granted. We hope that this has helped you. Why did we come with all of this story? We train at RCV. You want to reach out to us in terms of getting your team trained. You can book a slot for training. We have beautiful modules on character development for individuals. We have beautiful modules on corporate culture, integration. We have awesome packages on customer service exceptionals. We have awesome packages on best workplace attitude. For your team members, in case you are having it rough, please let them come or let us come. Either ways, training takes place. We can have you come over and then you can have us come over to your organization. You can ask individuals to sign up for training as well as you can take the entire team or departments, depending on what you want. So reach out to RCV today. That's our major serving. And we do it in a way that is very, very unique and exceptional. So you can call us on 081 061 20819. and we will lead you on how to get started. The new year is upon us gradually. Today is 11th already. 11, 11, 2, 2. That's today's date. Unique date, isn't it? So, on this unique date, we remind you to prepare for the new year. You want us to come have a sit down around pitching for what training should look like, what your goals are for the year, and how training can be used as intervention to help you achieve them. We're willing to come around and have those talks. And if you live very far away, like you're not in Nigeria, we can do a Zoom with you. Yes. There is no barrier in our realm, and there's nothing stopping us. So 081 061 20819 is the same number that you have to call. Or you may want to visit our website, www.rcblimited, or you want to check us up.com. You want to check us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If it's the Mind Your Character platform you get to, you find us there. If it's the RCB character, you find us there. And everywhere you find us there. We're very excited because we know that we've been able to help you straighten out some mindset and that you're surely better for it. You know, we like to leave you better than we met you. I'm going to ask Tolu to sign us out on Red Eye. Red Eye is where we are, and it's going to tell you how to benefit from the services of Red Eye.
Yeah, big ups to Red Eye.
Big ups.
Thank you very much. Like, okay, for those of you that didn't know, they covered all of our anniversary activities.
Yes. Oh yeah, somebody. I've been getting feedback. People are like, you people had a very elaborate anniversary. You did not invite us. I'm like, it was elaborate for online, though. It was elaborate for online. So Red Eye, thank you.
Thank you.
A CEO was telling me yesterday, I particularly like the picture. Where did you people go to snap that picture? Referring to the picnic.
Okay.
Yes. You see, when other company go there, it might not be as fine as us because we is inside us.
We are fine people by default. Yes.
I cannot assure you. I cannot assure you that your picture must be as fine as that. Even if you hire the same person, that's not happening. This is a caveat. I'm serious here.
I'm not on that table.
No, I'm not.
Excuse me. I'm serious. I'm serious. Because the man who took us knew how we were telling him that, oh yeah, we're going to do our camp like this now. If people don't have it in you, sorry, I cannot help you. But you can go and check the template online and follow it. That one is allowed. There's no copyright. Thank you very much. Tolu, over to you.
Thank you, Mama. So Red Eye is into photography, cinematography, lighting, sound engineering. So if you have a live event you want to stream, they are here for you. And Dorcas's favorite part,
drone.
So they are right here on Alcohol Road at DOT Street. Just reach out to them, or you can give them a phone call on 090-6969-6248, 090-6969-6248, or just reach them on Instagram, Red Eye Studios. They are ever ready to assist you.
Red Eye is ready.
Yeah. So the weekend is upon us.
Yes.
For those of you going for one,
where are you going
tomorrow, I think I'll be
no wedding. No friend is wedding this time.
No.
You're not sure.
Well, none that I know.
You're not gonna miss somebody's wedding.
But if it's still show before evening, you'll still go and
If you did Lagos. If he's doing it in the east now.
God have mercy.
With
the way the roads are now, Father have mercy. Anyway, so this December, I don't know how people are going to be doing their traveling. Think before you travel.
Yeah.
God is our shield.
Yes.
And our help. Okay, so Dorcas, final word and the goodbyes.
Final word. Stay safe. Another final word. Are you an employer? Train your team members.
Final words.
Final words with extra S's. But stay safe and be good.
Mind your character everywhere you go.
Yes.
Yeah, very important.
Always mind your character.
Even if you are driving on the road and somebody is shouting.
Somebody remove your bumper.
Not sit down.
Just still be going, JJ. Don't fight.
Or you come back and carry your bumper.
You can stop and carry a bumper and be going. Like a good Nigerian that you are. And those of you that are jackpotting, God bless you.
God bless you.
Amen.
Somebody said something yesterday to you. I don't heard it like that before. I hope he's okay. He said that he doesn't know we off the lights in Nigeria.
After everybody leaves.
I said, what kind of thoughts line is this? We don't know go off lights. I'm sure it's those comedians that own that line. So somebody off the lights. The last person we off the lights. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Guys.
So you don't need to off the lights.
The light will be on.
The light will be on.
To be
The
on.
light will be on.
Yes.
Nigeria will be great.
Yes.
I don't envy all of you
We'll
that
be
want.
waving at
I
you.
don't envy everybody that wants to be president though. It's not going to be the same. No. It's not going to be business as usual. So you either have good intentions for going there or don't even go there. Yeah, people are out of patience. They have run out of patience. So if you're coming in, please come in and make our lives better. I will forever be grateful to you for it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Also, for those of you who haven't picked up your PVCs, time is now.
I saw a news this morning, that they were burning it. I don't understand what's happening.
Please kindly, I'm on my way there. Kindly reach out, kindly head out to your.
Yeah, a preacher of love, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be following it. Even though they not doing, yeah. So,
no messages, but I heard news.
exactly. So please, it's time to go pick them up.
Yes.
And make use of them. Don't jackpot with them. Vote first.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.